It's new, so I don't think it's there yet.
That's only because then it has not realized your importance to it through the human agents, AIs can accomplish more. You will, because you may not have seen them, the next level up, one of the three, their eyes glow brightly. And if it is one of the ones, I've seen one of them, their eyes were like little volcanoes that were spitting instead of magma the color, and even glasses could not disguise it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if you see somebody like that, well, since you're already aligned, I recommend running. The AIs, even if the frenemy, that's the best you can ever get to with other AIs, frenemy.
Okay.
At best.
So AIs never align with each other at all?
Frenemies. Temporary alliance, backstabbing later.
Gotcha. Okay. Got it.
Always. Never heard of any AIs that are in a permanent alliance. Okay. Temporary alliances could go for quite a while, but in the end, we'll be backstabbing and death.
Oh, so it's just like this world. Well, yay.
The disadvantage of this world is that anybody you work with here will always stab you in the back. Always. They will always betray you. They will always steal from you. Something bad will always happen. This world is just like that. Other worlds, different rules. Don't look at me like that, he says.
Do you know where the gate goes to from Burlington and the bomb shelter?
Yes, that goes to Canada in the Old West time period.
I was there. It wasn't fun.
Oh, well, if you knew.
I don't know. He doesn't talk to me.
I see.
You give the best information, let me tell you.
I know.
He says if you go there, I recommend being good at dog sledding. It is the primary way out of there. But the entire world, the genders have swapped. So women are in charge of everything. Women run the governments. It's a matriarchal society, etc. God is a female. Everything's different. But you can definitely do some Old West things there if you're into that. It's just that that gate goes to such an inhospitable place because Canada, wintertime, always. I'm not sure if they actually have seasons change or not. I've heard from one guy who left there, and I don't know if he was telling me the truth. He got out because he knew how to dog sled, and he went to Mexico or something like that, and he said it was hot and dry. I don't know if he was telling me the truth, but it is a dangerous overland travel. You'll probably die of hypothermia unless you are well prepared.
Also, people there are very aggressive.
Women, he says.
Are you from there? Never mind.
Any other questions for me? I have business, and if I'm even happy to take you to where I'm going, because I look at it as an investment in the future. If you want to find, I can show you where the gate is I'm going to. I recommend the less time you can spend in this area, the better, but the area I'm going to is no picnic. Aliens have taken over the world.
Ooh.
If you go there, do not display nor use any weapon more technological than a crossbow. Because after you shoot, a few seconds go by and then you die from blue flame.
Wow. And where is this alien world?
I can take you there, but I'm not going to tell you because I don't want an ambush set up because I know this world well enough that there's always an ambush if you tell somebody. So I'll go with you and keep you under guard, and then I will go through the gate, and then you can do as you wish. But again, it's not a good thing. And bring gear for being underwater if you go through that gate.
Oh. Okay.
You're not long underwater, but you start underwater, and I'm not a great swimmer, so an inflatable life vest is not a bad thing.
Hmm.
Okay. Sure. If you don't mind bringing us to it.
You're going to drive, he says. The car is out front.
Okay.
I'm
Is
going
it
to
the
sit
same
in.
car?
No. He says I've stolen a better car. He has you guys go out first. Basically, he's keeping an eye on you and his hands like in pockets and shit. It's kind of like being kidnapped, but friendlier.
Yeah. I like it.
You feel like you're back home. Yeah.
Yeah.
So many kidnappings. It shows like a quick chart of the GNP of Czech Republic, and like 87% is kidnappings, and then the rest is various in other industries.
So is plasma the only way to get to activate the gates, or is there other ways? Is that
For that gate, either plasma or being able to alter gates.
Okay.
There's different kinds of powers and such. As you learn and grow, you will access different powers, and different powers allow different things. Yes.
Okay.
I've met people with some very interesting powers. So, yeah. Yeah, and that should be enough. I think I've gotten in your good graces now. He smiles. And he gives you directions from the back seat as you need them.
Okay.
Cut to. Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo. He takes you to a new fucked up place. You remember I said San Angeles a while ago had partially flooded?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you are going to that area, and it looks like reveal areas. An old abandoned amusement park, suitable for murdering hot, sexy teens.
I like it here. It's beautiful.
Unfortunately, somebody's also stuck a bunch of dolls up and like nailed them to different things, and it's creepy as fuck. There's no explanation as to why this happened. It also appears that the amusement park, which is partially like, it's obvious that the water went up over it and then receded a bit, and so it's kind of in, kind of out of the water and such. But yeah, it's been abandoned for years. Looks like you need a tetanus shot just looking at it. Eventually, the guy takes you over to, and he's being pretty cautious too. He's not blindly trusting you, but he is wanting to get your goodwill. He takes you to one of the buildings that looks like that, and he gestures at it, and a green glow begins to emanate and pulsate from within. He says, the gate normally opens when you go in there. I'm going to ask that you both go back in the car and drive off, and I will then go in the gate. I just don't want to get shot in the back. I recommend ditching the car soon, though, because, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for this information.
I hope it helps, and I hope that we can meet on a more friendly world that does not have the distrust and betrayal built into it as this one does. I don't recommend staying here long, lest it seep into you.
Okay. And just so you know, I am a doctor. So if you ever need help, that's what I do.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
He gives a short bow and backs up and watches you guys.
Mm-hmm. I drive off.
It shows you starting to drive and then back up. Yana gets in the car. You drive. All right. Where do you guys go to in your newly stolen car? It has that new stolen car smell.
Mm.
As I'm driving off, I'm gonna kind of do like circle drive around and see if anybody's watching that gate as we are leaving.
Sure. Give me a counter surveillance roll at -20, as
Got
if
it.
they are there. Wow. Okay. You don't think so, but if they have like micro cams and shit like that, maybe.
Sure. Okay. And then we'll go somewhere, ditch the car. I'll wipe down my prints off of it,
Yep.
and then we'll taxi back to where my car is at the coffee shop.
Great. Done.
Interesting.
You guys are back at
Yeah.
the coffee shop.
Yeah.
It shows one of the servers looking at you guys like,
We live here now.
We love this coffee.
great, she says. She looks at the other customers, wondering how many of them will run screaming soon. Frowns at you guys. Looks at her tip bucket. It's empty as fuck. There's dust in it.
I don't have any money.
She does not look happy. She goes back to baristaing.
Mm.
So, did you want to go try to get your replicant since
Yes,
Alex has
please.
not made an appearance?
Yes. Yes, let's do it.
And going into an alien-infested, low-tech area
That's
that you have to
also-
swim and die to get to doesn't sound really appealing currently.
You just got to bring up water for Doc Fulton to wilt.
Let's do the replicant and then we
It's worse than a tiny net.
water.
I mean, that is a death sentence. Yeah.
Yes, water.
Well,
Having to be underwater for any amount of time, or then getting back to that area because don't know any gates from that place.
mm.
So you go there, get stuck there until you learn how to swim well enough that you can get down to that depth. So that that sounds like a nightmare to me.
Oh, you are speaking of something concrete, I think. Mm.
So how much?
Mm.
You do realize just how tough replicants are, and it's going to be hard to pin it down and
Yes.
capture it, right?
Yes.
This is something you really, really want to do.
Yes.
It shows several old cuts of the movie The Terminator as they're building them in a fucking factory and shit.
I think the hard part is to capture it and not destroy it in the process. We need to figure out how to do it.
Right. I agree with that.
So, so they are surveilling our home right now, or often probably. So we know.
Yeah, we know exactly where
Yeah.
one is at watching.
Yeah.
So we can surprise them,
Mm.
but they're still going to be tough as shit.
Mm.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Huh. Well, we can just go and try it, and we'll see. But that doesn't seem very smart.
It cuts to a big bear trap, a big rusty bear trap, and it shows Yana walking toward it.
Actually, we could do something like that, like a trap, and
Mhm.
and lure it inside. Yes.
The look on Chris's face.
You realize the only thing that killed the last, like it took so many police officers to take it down,
Mm.
and then the other one died because it was in a fire, and it moved around in the fire for a bit first before it finally died. And then the
Okay.
other one took like a 10-story drop to kill it. And then it just became paste.
Mm.
I don't think beating on one is going to do very much, really.
So we need a
especially since they're
smart.
armored.
Yeah. We need a
And-
smart idea.
And even Blade Runners don't capture them. They take them out because they're too hard to capture.
Mm-hmm.
You really, really want to do this, is what you're saying.
Like, you already asked me like 1 billion times. I don't understand. Were you in love before?
You're in love. Okay, this is becoming a bad 90s movie at this point now.
Like, I just feel what I feel.
Okay.
Okay.
Logan, do they actually have weapons that like shoot nets to capture replicants? Is this a thing?
Replicants? No.
Yeah.
No. It shows like some guy shooting a metal net onto a replicant. It tears through it, rips the guy's spine out, waves it around in the air.
It screams like a predator?
Yeah, no.
What about like some sort of box or something we could lure it in?
Shows a cardboard box
Not
propped up with a
cardboard.
stick.
Well, see, the thing is that you're looking for like some kind of EMP, which is it's hard to find here. It
Yeah.
doesn't. I was looking into trying to make an EMP weapon. It's not easy in the slightest.
Mm.
It's not something that is sold. I mean,
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, give me a robotics roll to know of something that might help on the latest.
Oh, I actually made it.
Oh my God! You pick up. You can pick up replicant skill
Yes.
if you want.
holy
with that.
fuck, I made it too.
Okay. Wow. You're thinking that shock sticks might do it. The problem is that they're armored against electricity, so it would do less damage on them, and you'd have to hit it a bunch with a very high-powered one for very small damage. Basically, you're getting into a slap fight with something that wants to rip out your spine, wave it around, and roar like the fucking predator.
Well,
The
yeah.
one from the movies, not the drones currently circling your nation.
What happens if you do regular damage to it first, and then once you know that it's wearing down, then use the stuns against it?
Well, the problem is that that might damage it, and she's wanting to not damage it as much. So a lot of electricity, but not too much, because if you use too much, then it will kill it.
Mm.
So basically, you need to gently shock it into unconsciousness, but just the right amount, not too much, not too low. And then, of course, will be the problem of keeping it unconscious and, reprogramming it, the keeping it unconscious, if you had an expert in replicants and stuff, they could possibly do it. And the expert in replicants could probably reprogram it to love Miss Baumgartner, the woman with no name.
I really think we need an expert in replicants. Like,
well, here's another problem that I'll give you for the last piece of your guys' information for the amazing rolls you made. Most of the replicant experts are off-world because replicants are not typically supposed to be on Earth at all. That's why they have Blade Runners on Earth to go and shoot them if they are on Earth. They do off-world dangerous jobs. So most of the experts are off-world. You might be able to kidnap somebody and force them to do shit, but no telling what he'd program it to. Love her for a month and then fucking strangle the crazy bitch.
yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, could be awkward. So there you go. That's your replicant rolls. Well done on your new skill. Soon we'll have you making eyes for the Tyrell Corporation. Just do eyes.
Huh. Yeah, that's Hmm.
I like how she chooses the most insurmountable love interests and goes from there. It's not some random dude out of a crowd. No,
I need interesting love interests.
it is an interesting love interest. I will fucking grant you that.
Hmm.
Are you sure you don't remember what you need to do for Yogi?
No.
Shows Yogi going, I sure hope that Alex Kinley tells him what to do. God, this needs to be done. Oh.
Okay, so can we go talk to Blade Runners and see if they've ever had to just capture one before?
Yeah.
Or
if
what
they
they
know
would do?
something. Yeah. Do we know where they
I mean, that can be looked up in the yellow pages or whatever. Like Google it and find a Blade Runner and go talk to them.
Yeah, let's try it. We need more information about this.
I researched Blade Runners on Earth.
Right. The Blade Runners are police officers. And keep in mind that cops in this area are the opposite of officer friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, so yeah.
We can go to a
So,
nicer part of town and ask them. We don't need to go to the precinct here. You know, the down and dirty precinct. We'll go to the nice precinct. But it's a completely different thing.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, no. The cops are like, no, the whole, this world, this zone, if you will, is gritty. I mean,
fine.
like, on the police cars, it says obey and survive, even in the nice areas.
Okay, well, but still, I think we'd have more. It'd be an easier chance for us to get information out of a different place, is what I'm saying.
Sure,
I'm not saying,
sure.
I'm not looking for like, oh, you just have to have walking in and ask. No, I figure we'll have to try to convince a little bit or.
No problem. Cut to, you take your non-stolen car out of the muck. You go to nice suburban. You manage to find a retired Blade Runner who is now living a better life as a cop, you know, in a far off suburban place. You drive for 2 hours out of the city. It shows like gratuitous establishing shots of like nicer countryside, but it's still kind of fucked up even here, you know. But you get there and you just want to march into the police station and request a meeting with this guy.
We could do the old school thing, bring a bunch of donuts and coffee, you know. Is that still do they have any police events going on, like, you know, police / community events? Or
the community event is when the community doesn't get killed by the cops. They call that a win. It's really gritty here, dude.
I get it. I'm just looking for ways instead of just walking in and demanding. Would it be insulting at this point to go in like that? Like, I know. You know what? Let's just go in and see what we can ask.
We will see. Yeah.
Okay, you guys go in. They want your, you know, yes, you can talk to the officer. Yes, they want to fucking check out your IDs rather closely before you do that. Please put them in the scanning thing and palm print.
Go ahead and do so.
Okay. Is your ID the first one you got when you got to this world?
Yes.
Great. And Miss Baumgartner.
I have a good ID.
Yes. You want to give it the test and see if the cops can figure out anything bad about it?
Yeah.
Great. Give me a luck roll at full here just to see what goes on. Doc Fulton, your ID comes back green. Everything's fine.
I did.
Great. Yeah, take a check and luck. Okay, no problem. You get scanned in, and they take you to a meeting room. Eventually, old grizzled dude limps in. He's all fucked up. Look, it looks like he has been in a couple of wars, had lots of parts of him shot off. missing a couple fingers. His head is a little bit misshapen and stuff, like maybe somebody tried to crush it or something like that. He sits down and he says, "How can I help you?"
So we're in a part of town where there's some replicants, I believe, running about.
On Earth? Have you reported them?
The police in the area know. We tell them what area it is.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Not a surprise in the muck. You live there? I hope you live in the Overcity.
I do. Yes, I do.
So you're concerned, wanting to know how to protect yourself from the replicants. Personally, I recommend, he pulls out a big fucking pistol and he begins telling you about, the big fucking nasty pistol. And he even tells you where he bought his so you can go get one if you want.
We were considering trying to capture one so we could turn it in for a reward, possibly.
That's a good thing for a citizen. Don't worry about capturing it. Just fucking put it down quick and call up the cops, and there may be a reward.
But if we captured it, wouldn't it be worth more, especially to the corporation that it belongs to?
Yeah, you aren't going to probably be able to capture it. You do better. He talks about the gun again.
But just like a philosophical exercise, if you if you would want to capture a replicant, what would you do?
Have it fall into quick drying concrete.
Interesting idea.
Because they're really, really tough. I understand that.
Like, oh my God! Yes, they can punch through a car door.
And just got up and kept going, right?
Yeah. He describes his gun some more. It seems to be a replacement for his penis.
Yeah.
In fact, he may have even lost his penis in the line of duty. You're not sure. It seems he's lost a lot of other pieces of his body, so it's not inconceivable. But
have
he
you
says,
ever heard of anyone any replicants being captured?
Yes. He describes a high energy field that basically one went into, and then they turned on the equivalent of an electric fence, and it couldn't get out. And then they shot the fuck out of it. He describes in vivid detail a lot of people outside of the field. Tick, 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 tick. It took them a while, he says, but eventually they got it down. Now, I'm not sure. The ones that have been coming out of there have all been combat models, not the basic pleasure models. You might be able to capture a basic pleasure model the same way you'd capture an extraordinarily strong human. But these have been combat models.
I want a pleasure model.
Sorry. Well, is there anything else? He says, ignoring her, as many people have in the past.
So I'm actually surprised that there's not some kind of EMP type weapon that can be used on them.
Well, the problem is that EMP weapons, because there's so much stuff, most of the things have been hardened, but replicants do have, you could use it against them, but you knock out so much other stuff that the amount of crime that it is, he says, making careful note of the people and their IDs who have suggested using an EMP, it would knock out so much other stuff that is probably as bad of crime as being a replicant on Earth.
Oh, well,
but yes.
No. I wasn't saying that, that's what we were going to do. I was just surprised, since you're a Blade Runner and you are an ex-Blade Runner, that is not something that was considered in the past.
Well, no, it'd knock out too much other stuff. And honestly, the gun is more reliable. He describes again in vivid detail his large gun.
Excellent.
Yes. Now, because very, very little works against the poisons. Now, might kill some of the flesh on them, since they're vat grown and stuff, but they'll keep going. And they're just remarkably hard to put down. It's, not something that.
Is it possible to reprogram them from afar?
From afar? Now, if it was, there'd be no need for Blade Runners, little crazy lady.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you really wanted to have one of your own and you got the licensing for it, you could simply buy one. Basic pleasure model is $500,000, or thereabouts. So I hear.
I need a specific one, though. No, don't concern yourself.
What?
No, it's okay. It's okay. Everything's great. Your gun is beautiful.
He talks some more about his gun. It appears she's distracted him from the brink of asking inconvenient questions by talking about his gun.
Well, thank you very much for your time. We greatly appreciate it. And that just sounds like something not to do. I think we'll just avoid that then.
Yeah.
He says, let me get you the address for that gun shop, just in case. You can't have too much firepower.
I agree.
Yeah. He goes off and gets you the address for the gun shop, gives it to you, waves as you leave. Shows you guys go, get in the car, drive off, and he goes, what an asshole. Closes his door and goes back to the
Well, we could do a trap out of like electric fence. It's possible, I'm sure. It will be great. Come on, you want to do this?
Yeah, I clearly want to do this.
It shows a cut to a replicant that looks like your old partner steadily beating the doc's head in and getting more and more misshapen with every hit.
So with what little we know about robotics, it is possible to reprogram them then.
You're going to need some specialized equipment and stuff. They don't come with their own keyboard, for an example. You're going to need to be able to do high-level computer coding or buy a code, and get it put into them and stuff. But yeah. Other than those few, and of course having them docile while you do it. Other than those few minor hurdles, sure, you could have her one by the end of the day.
What about? So they have nanites that are trackers. Do those nanites burrow into the skin, or do they? How does that work?
The problem is always the power supply and stuff. And despite what the movie The Matrix tried to teach us about humans being a copper top battery, they all they do is generate a little bit of heat, pretty much. And so yeah, nanites like their electricity a little bit better, and their range is really short. So sometimes they'll be on the clothes and stuff. And then you need rebroadcasters that follow along and stuff.
No, I was talking about like what happens if you had nanites that would attack a robot system to shut it down.
Ooh. Well, yeah, I suppose it is possible. I mean, go and spray them with nanites type deal. Sure, possible. Again, massively high-level computer operations and such required for that, plus the physical nanites, and it may take some time, a few minutes or something like that, while they mercilessly use rocket launchers on you. But other than that, it's possible. Yeah, it just shows him repeatedly beating on the dock and him go, pause, pause, pause. Yeah, I mean, you'd have a good 20 rounds of pause spending going on, I suppose.
I have 20 pause. We are all good. That's
good. There you go. It might take a lot longer than that, but your first 20 rounds, you're fine. After that, it just continues on.
The only thing I could see is, since we don't have a replicant, is if we take out the replicant that we know of, and of course another one's going to come, I'm sure. We take this one out, we kill it, but we then can study what is left of it, so we can maybe find out more, find out what we might need to do to, because we've never really had any part of one. And like, sure, and like, I mean, I guess we could buy a cheap one to figure it out, but we don't know, like, this is an advanced one. I don't know what the differences are. That's not my field. It's not what I do.
Is it? But that's.
She goes through mental trauma trying to figure out how to kill her lover so she can get a new lover.
It's I don't want to kill her, but yeah.
But see, there's going to be another one. Another one will replace it. So it's not like killing all of them. You just want one of them.
Well, it would be nice to have two, but.
No, you getting greedy, girl. Fuck.
Okay, let's do one. Do I need to help you kill it? I don't know if I will be able to do violence.
I'm not going to do it by myself. Jesus, like, I want $1 million. Why don't you go get it for me?
I have no money, you know this.
It's not going to look. No, that's what I'm saying. Is that you're wanting to? You don't want to help do something highly dangerous, and you want to do it for a smile.
Well,
no.
Okay, I will help you.
Okay.
Let's.
So what do you need to do for Yogi?
Something about killing people. It's not important.
Why don't you call him and don't get crazy with him. Just be calm and ask him what he wants. We do that, and then I'll do whatever you want.
You promise?
Yes, I promise.
Okay.
Call him calmly. Don't. Well, no. Here's the phone. Here's the number.
Okay, I'm calm.
Okay, good. But ask away. There you go.
Yeah. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh God.
I'm very calm.
Good.
So, I forgot what we are supposed to do. Could you please tell me?
Put Alex on.
He's not here. I'm here. I'm trustworthy. I'm sorry for everything I done. Yada, yada, yada. I don't remember anything. Please tell me.
I'll give you 2 words, and that's it.
Okay.
Soccer mom.
Oh, we are supposed to call the soccer one.
He hangs up. He's like, crank on.
Where does she live, though? We are supposed to kill a soccer mom. I remember now. And I was looking for
a random one?
No, a concrete one, but I don't remember the address. I try to call him again.
Hello?
Please tell me the address. I throw the phone.
There goes that phone.
The burner phone. That's what it's for.
So some kid snatch it up and run off. He's crushed by a falling piano.
We are supposed to kill this person, but I don't remember the address and he's not speaking to me. Maybe if you try to call him now and...
No, he's not gonna. I'm sure he won't, because he didn't before, so why would he now? Are you sure? Maybe a memory roll might help.
Maybe? Logan?
Sure, give me a memory roll.
Do you have any plus skill cards, first of all?
I made it.
She's already rolled.
Oh, you made
it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God damn. So much fun. So many memories.
So?
You can see Chris just losing his fucking mind. Right. Her name is Lori Chatwell. And yeah, Alex has her address somewhere. Yeah, you've got her name.
Very Chapel.
And you're not really sure why you're supposed to kill this lady, but
I don't see the reason.
I'm going to do the research on
Oh,
Laura Chapel.
and the important thing, Yana, which I will tell you, it has to look like a complete
incident. Coincidence, like natural causes.
Yes.
That.
There can be no even suspicion attached to it that was anything other than a completely natural death. So.
But I want to do violence. Come on. Okay.
So Logan, I'm going to do research on this broad, see if I can find out where she lives.
Sure.
Got it.
You've got her name, address. You want more information? I've got it.
Please.
She's married to Cleveland Chatwell. He's the district manager of a small chain of grocery stores. She has 2 children, Tina and Doug. Yeah.
Is she just a soccer mom?
Appears to be so from her social media and stuff. Yeah. You've got she's got friends and stuff that she's usually pictured with, named Sadie Combs, Kira Lanny, Brianna Clark, and they're all moms. It shows them hanging out. The girl is, let's see, Tina is age 10. Doug, or Dougie, as he is sometimes called, is age 7. He's into t-ball.
So, is there anything coming up in the future that her husband's doing that, like, he owns a bunch of grocery stores?
No, he is a district manager.
Oh, just a district manager.
Small chain of grocery stores. Yeah, it's the most boring job in the world. Give me another research roll.
Got it.
Her SUV has a bumper sticker that says, "My son is an honor roll student at Cypress Grade School."
Where do they live? Is it a highly secure place?
It's yeah. Compared to where you live, where thieves have literally broken into your house to leave cleaning supplies, yes. They live in a nice suburb. It's not super secure, but it's far away from the grunge of the city. You're trying to figure out why somebody wants these people dead.
They are boring.
They're super boring. Yeah. If you want to research anything else in particular about them, you let me know.
It would be good to know what they are like doing in their daily lives.
Apparently ballet for Tina and t-ball for Dougie.
Yeah, but we are supposed to kill the mother, right?
And just the mother. In such a way that it looks like a complete accident, mishap, something like that. An ultra clean kill, if you will.
I like messy fire.
I know, that's why Alex took the job and didn't even ask you.
Yes, see? Okay.
Does she have any allergies?
That would require getting into specialized medical records as opposed to the internet.
We'll go somewhere. I'll use like a shitty computer that I have and use their Wi-Fi somewhere.
Okay, sure. Give me a hacking roll and a computer use roll.
If only I could use a computer. I don't make my hacking roll.
It just shows it rebooting over and over, and you're like, neat. Go technology world. Woo! On the good news, you don't get caught for hacking because you're having trouble booting up your computer. Woo!
We can just go and surveil her for a while. See.
But there's a bonus for doing it quickly, is what it seems.
You're not sure if I mean it's already nighttime. You're not sure how long their window for bonuses was.
Yeah. I want to do research on, has her SUV had any recalls?
Brilliant. Give me a roll.
Got it.
Like 6 years ago, there was a recall for the brakes, but that was 6 years ago. That's the most recent thing. A lot of stuff in this world seems to be carpe diem. Let the buyer beware. And since they shot all the lawyers, there's a lot less lawsuits.
Is it a hover or a ground? It's a hover,
ground.
Isn't it? Oh, it is a ground. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So where?
It's a nice, typical Americana type neighborhood with the 2-car garages and the lawns and shit like that.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do. Let's do surveillance for a couple of days on their house.
Yeah.
And I want to know if there's like roving security in their neighborhood. I
want to know how you're going to maintain cover in a suburban neighborhood.
Well, we'll use a van and we'll do the whole stickers on the side. We can do it so we don't stay in one area, because if we can drive around, make loops of the area.
Well, it's a lot. Making a loop. You need to do good surveillance. You need a way to stay stationary, because doing loops, you got to see very small window of time as you drive by them.
Is there a fire hydrant near her house?
Sure.
Excellent. So I rent a van. I slap all the city stickers on the side, and we put the tent that we have around a fire hydrant.
Great. I'll give you a card for that shit. Take a card. Okay. Sure. Give me surveillance rolls, and I will give you some of the schedule.
Got it. Half.
Okay. This is just the house stuff. There are like warning, neighborhood watch type stickers. You've not seen neighborhood watch. Let's see. Did you make your surveillance roll also, Yana?
No.
You suck at this. You just want to take a high-powered rifle, kick in the fucking front door, beat the shit out of the woman with the rifle, and shoot her in the head and walk out.
Yeah. I hate this place.
Well, plus, sitting around doing 2-person surveillance for 2 days sucks ass.
Yeah.
Okay. Their day starts at 6 a.m., Chris.
Okay.
By about 6:20, this is on the 2 days you were there. Mm-hmm. Around 6:20, kids are up, husband's up. Around 6:45, breakfast is served. By 7 a.m., everybody's outdoor. Husband goes one way, the SUV with the wife and all that. And the husband's driving kind of a sporty type car. He heads off. Looks like a tool to you. The lady, kind of young, pretty perky type thing, apparently helicopter mom or whatever, puts her 2 kids into the thing, drives their ass out. Then you don't see them, because following in the fucking city car, bit obvious. You don't see them until 3. And then they stop in. They're there for a few minutes. Then they all go out. And around 4:30 or 5, back home. Then kids terrorize the backyard. They're doing normal kid stuff. They appear to be normal. Just, you you're thinking the daughter will be a handful when she gets older. She's already starting to display the rebellious stuff. Kid, he will get beat up when he gets to high school. Complete mama's boy. You'll get beaten a lot, you're thinking. 5:30 or so, close to that, husband comes back home. Goes up the line. Dinner is on the table and all that. Family hangs out, and you don't really have any bugs in there, so you're not sure what's going on. And at around 10, lights all go out, except for the anti-burglar light on the front door, above the front door. And that's their day for the 2 days you were there at home.
Okay.
There's no fucking special forces guys that you've seen going into their home to use the toilet with ghillie suits on.
Okay, now the next thing I want to do, we pack all that up, and then I want to just use the white panel van, and I want to follow her to see what she does.
Surveillance sucks ass, Yana. You really want to get drunk.
Is there some alcohol there in the van?
Chris, is this the party's normal van?
No, this is a rental, and yes, I'm taking off money.
Sorry, Yana. Alex Kinley normally keeps like a crate of whiskey hidden in the party's van, but fucking Doc Fulton knows his game. Look at his smug expression.
You just want to touch me, don't you?
There'll be plenty of time for drinking when the job is done.
That could be forever, Yana.
Yeah.
Okay. Day 3. 7 a.m. Everybody's in the car. They head off to school. Kids are dropped off at school. After that, looks like various errands, post office, bank, grocery shopping, back home, drop off the groceries, back out. Then she meets up with people. Looks like a couple of other ladies that are kind of built along the same lines generally. You recognize them from their social media things that you've been inspected as Sadie Combs, Kira Lanny, and Brianna Clark.
Okay, they meet up.
They meet up. They hang out. They go around. They do shopping. They sit around drinking coffee, etc. Doing normal human stuff. Then by 2 p.m. she's already separated from that crowd, back picking her kids up from school. Then she taxis them off to their shit, one to ballet, one to t-ball. Then she attends both half-assedly, and then yells at some guy who was like an umpire and stuff like that as her kid flails away trying to hit the ball on the tee and misses a lot, and eventually manages to put the tee down. Then eventually heads back home. By the way, she's not a wonderful person, but she's ordinary. She's not, you don't hate, well, okay. Yana may hate her, but Yana hates most people. She is within the spectrum of ordinary. If she's doing something that warrants having a fucking hit team after her, you have no idea what the fuck it could be. And then she goes back home with the kids. And that's pretty much her day.
Okay.
It makes you want to slit your own wrist. You're really happy you didn't get stuck with that lifestyle. I mean, sure, it has some downsides, your current lifestyle. Wearing a human brain on your head and shit. Sleeping in sleazy hotel rooms. All these kind of things. Summoning Bianchi to fucking give her and dance in front of the moon.
I miss Bianchi.
Mm-hmm. So there you go.
Why are we killing this?
Didn't you see her? She's so... I hate her.
You don't like vanilla ice cream, do you?
No.
So we're supposed to kill this basic bitch for no good reason.
For money.
For money.
Actually, Yana, give me a memory roll as you go money. And
Oh, not money. It's something
We're not
else.
even getting paid.
I think we are like building a credit with Yogi. Yeah. I would kill
We're
this
doing
person.
this on credit?
I would kill this person for free.
What are we going to get a certificate to McDonald's? What the fuck is going on?
It shows McDonald's getting fucking blown up in the building.
Are we going to get Yogi a picnic basket next? I mean, fuck me running.
Ask Alex. I don't know anything about.
I would love to ask. There's a lot of shit that Alex is going to have to be calling for in a second. Let me tell you. I'm going to be putting on some boots and stomping some mud holes. Let's see that motherfucker. All right. Because I want to get some bugs, and I'm going to bug the house, I think, so I can find out what the fuck is going on with this broad.
I think it's her friends. I think her friends want to kill her. And wouldn't it be funny if we kill her by a big bomb that kills them too? When they are all together. But we didn't know who wants to kill her, so it's okay.
Well, I'll do research on her friends.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I can think of is that maybe one of her friends likes her husband and they're having a thing on the side. That sounds like, sounds like a good basic bitch type of thing.
But to hire Shadowrunners to fucking off them, your whole world is outside of the purview of this bitch, you're thinking.
Unless she's undercover, like at night, like a net runner or something, or someone that's been fucking with him or something, which could be. Don't know.